10.
The best way we can honor her is, making this real for other people.
On Tuesday, a 30-year-old Central Illinois woman died of COVID-19 without having any pre-existing conditions. Good evening, I'm Jamie Mays. Now Danielle Kater's family is trying to spread her message and hopefully stop this from taking another person's life. WCIA 3's Andy Olson joins us now. Andy, it's a tragic loss to lose someone so young.
Yeah, Jamie, Danny's family is hoping that someone out there may hear her story and change their own behavior during the pandemic. They know a lot of people may be going through some COVID fatigue, but if Danny's case shows us anything, it's that this virus is still nothing to sleep on.
Growing up in Mount Zion, Danny Kater was a rule follower.
She was very quiet. She never looked for the spotlight. She often put others first, and it was just a very genuine, good kid growing up.
When the country went under lockdown in March because of COVID-19, Danny and her husband Tim, who now live in Normal, made sure to follow the protocol.
We both were careful. We both wore our masks. We both tried to avoid, we tried doing everything right.
Even though she followed all the rules, both Danny and Tim tested positive for COVID. As her condition started getting a little worse, the two took an oximeter test. It tests the oxygen in your blood and should be above 95%. Danny tested at 60%.
Your world stops right then. It just, all that worry that you didn't know you should have just kicks you right in the gut right then.
Danny was taken to the hospital and put on a ventilator, but it wasn't enough. She died on Tuesday morning, just 1 week after first showing symptoms. 39 people have died to COVID-19 in McLean County. None have been as young as Danny.
This was her first experience in a hospital, her first real experience of having an illness, and I could not imagine the fear when they told her that they were going to have to incubate her and having heard stories of COVID, of what must have been registering in her mind. And as a mother, it's very hard to think about that.
As part of their grieving process, Danny's family did not want her death to be in vain. While they're still coping with it, they want to make it clear that masks, distancing, and washing your hands can save lives. They hope just one family can be spared the heartbreak they're going through by telling Danny's story.
Maybe in some way, this will help save a life or more. It's the best we could hope for and the best we could do for her if that is the case.
A passion of Danny's was horseback riding. In lieu of flowers or gifts for the family, they're asking people to support the School of Therapeutic and Recreational Riding in Decatur. The nonprofit's website says they use horseback riding as a means of therapy for individuals with special needs. Jamie.
Thank you, Andy.